Today we're doing this somewhat dusty 1969 Barracuda. Tom, what do you know about these cars?
Oh my gosh. Growing up in the 70s, these were the muscle cars. Super cheap, super light, and just an unbelievable amount of horsepower. Full locker rear end, 440. This car gets up and scoots.
And what's fun about this one is this one, unlike the other ones we've been doing, actually runs.
Yes.
So we're going to be able to hear it run.
Yes.
I'm not sure there's enough dirt on it though.
Why don't we put some fake dust on
put some
it?
fake dust on it? Everyone accuses it.
I don't know why everybody thinks it's fake. I mean, Chuck never brings these beautiful cars out. So when you go after them and do your treatment, it just changes what the whole car looks like. I mean, they're so pretty.
Yeah.
But when you finish it, they look how I only remember them looking.
So this was the affordable muscle car that people could do, like buy and wrench on themselves.
I don't think anybody thought muscle cars would take off. I don't think one person thought. Okay. I know living back then, I didn't think, and my dad had to work.
Why did they not think? Because they were a businessman's car, or they were...
We were coming, I mean, you go back into the 40s, or coming out of the war. Now people are starting to make money, buying houses. You move up into the 60s. People are putting horsepower in cars. Racing is brand new. NASCAR's new.
Okay.
Then it's like, can we sell these? Who's going to buy them? Because they weren't.
There was no market.
They developed the whole market. They developed the whole, and then they went crazy. 500 horsepower, or 500 would be the limit. I don't know if they had any cars. Maybe the 426 Hemi that
because
came
these cars
in
are still really heavy too, right?
Not this one.
This one is
all Chryslers were lighter.
Okay.
See, that's why they drag raced really nice, because they were light cars.
Got it.
Which said they were kind of cheap.
Right.
Compared to a Ford or a Chevy,
that would have been really heavy.
Camaros were heavier, better built.
Okay.
But then they didn't go as fast as this car. So now you put a monster engine in it and a lightweight car, and they look good. Now you gotta.
And what is the purpose of instead of doing a painted top, they're doing a...
Lots of cars, especially back east, had vinyl tops.
Okay.
Because remember, none of these cars were treated to last long. On the inside of this door is bare metal, on every car. So they rot from the inside. Salt gets on the outside.
Why did they do that? Why save money, or they didn't know?
They didn't know to make cars last.
Got it. So all this stuff is kind of developing at the same time.
Now today, Toyotas, they're primered on the inside. They have to guarantee the car. New cars have a guarantee. They didn't have no guarantee.
So it's just a culmination of like a bunch of things happening with the lighter car, which makes it cheaper, but a bigger engine. Yeah. This whole hot rod thing starts developing. But what's the purpose of the vinyl top?
The tops would rust, especially around here. They'd rust really bad. So if you put a vinyl top on, they would last a little longer, especially back east.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Well, we haven't dealt with the vinyl top yet. Yeah. I'm doing these cars, so that's going to be
I'm sure your products will work.
But it's kind of
really
cool because the texture too. So, all right. Well, let's get it cleaned up. And did you paint a lot of these at your body shop?
No.
Okay.
No.
So were a lot of these crashed and burned, or are there still a lot of survivors?
This was Chuck's aunt's car.
Okay.
So Chuck bought it from his aunt. Obviously it's been sitting a long time.
Yeah.
And these cars, we're digging them out,
I think the one thing that people think it's fake dirt or it's not dirty enough, there's no way it's been sitting that long. I said it in the first couple videos, but these are California cars. Yeah, this is the difference between it's sitting we're in a desert environment, it's sitting inside under a car cover, not climate controlled, but these are why California cars are so desirable versus like an Ohio car, right? Where you're from, of like, something that's been susceptible to all the elements all the time for 50 years, not saying this has been sitting for 50 years, but this has been sitting for a long while.
10, 15, maybe 20 years.
Yeah.
And it started today.
All right, we'll get it cleaned up, we'll get it polished, and then we'll bring it back out and see how it looks. But I'm excited. This is going to be great.
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
Cool. And these rims are hammered. So we're going to clean them up, clean the rims and tires first, and then we'll move on to the paint and body and top and all that. And I'm going to see how good we can get these cleaned up without hitting them with a brush. I think the rims are going to be okay, but I am going to try to hit the tires, see if we can get this lettering a little bit whiter. Before we go around and foam the whole entire car, I'm just gonna go around to the kind of points of the car that hold onto a lot of dirt and grime, kind of like the gas cap. And I'm just gonna pre-soak them a little bit like that. And especially in the areas that really hold a bunch of dirt and grime all around here, I'm just gonna go around and pre-soak those areas to just loosen up that dirt. Now for the most fun part, I'm gonna foam the car up. I'll probably fill up the foam cannon too.
These are nice tones.
Yeah. All right, since we have it out in the sun, I'm going to use the Picture Perfect polish with a finishing pad, basically. And really what I just want to see is how much cut and finish can we get with this pad.
Indirect sun on a hot panel.
What's that?
Indirect sun on a super hot panel. That car is hot.
And this is just a finishing pad. I probably would step up to a microfiber.
I got a towel for you.
Okay, perfect. And the workability of this polish is just amazing.
No dust.
No
Yay!
dust. I know, right? It was like, that was such a big deal in the beginning, right?
I was talking to a buddy today and he goes, how is that even possible? I go, I really don't know. Wow, that looks really good, Jimbo.
I think that's looking great.
And
again, this is the least aggressive pad possible. Trade you.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That's looking incredible.
A black hole.
Wow, yeah, when you look at
that looks awesome.
It's like so hard to see because it's on
That's
the ground.
That's the money shot. I mean, that is saleable right there. All
right, I'm just gonna go around the car now that we got it all polished out and just hit it with a ceramic spray just to kind of wipe any polish residue that I may have missed, and also just to protect the paint as well. All right, we're gonna dress up the tires, make them look nice and shiny. That's how I like to do it when we go to the car show. There's been a resurgence for people that don't like, or there's been a lot of people that don't like shiny tires, but I've always been the one where I like shiny tires. But what do you like? Do you prefer shiny tires or more matte? Would you take shiny tires that don't sling? Is that why everyone's doesn't like shiny tires, because they automatically think it's gonna sling down the side of the car? Either way, I'm a big fan of shiny tires, personally. All right, so what do you think? That wraps up the 1969 Barracuda. I think, personally, this car turned out awesome. I actually love cars with the vinyl tops. I think they just add a different texture to the car, and it's something that you don't see that often. But let me know, what do you think? Do you like cars with vinyl tops, or would you prefer a painted top? Again, me personally, I kind of like that. But overall, I'm super happy with how this car turned out. I love the bigger tires in the rear. The more time I spent with it, the more I just kind of enjoyed it. So yeah, but let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button. Catch you on the next one. See ya.